On second down now, it's Lindsay. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man. And each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all of those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 34-yard line.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds.
Chase Edmonds, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Brady. And this one complete to Virgil Green.
Brady.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Jets' 4-yard line.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Here's Miller.
3rd and goal.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first.
Jets, nothing.
The That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
New York ready to go again offensively. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brian Burns, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Leonard Floyd brought him down. That's a gain of 3. Brings up
on 3rd and long. It's Brady. On the screen, this is Edmonds.
Brady.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you prep. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's good for a Lion.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter with the score Lions 10, Jets nothing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with Breida. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Breida. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. This is Breida. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and
out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Steps up, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now out come the Jets. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Brady. He'll find Lindsey here. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Brady. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
28-yard line.
So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
On 3rd down,
Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Wilson's going to hold on to it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Wilson on the
dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. On second down, this is Edmonds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the Lions' 10-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Brady to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Leonard Floyd. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Operating from the gun, Brady, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
17. Jets 3.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Behind the chain, second and 12. They go play action with Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
Wilson's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it third down and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on second down, Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Lions 20, Jets 3.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Brady now to throw.
At the 26-yard line.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Tom Brady sacked.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Results.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Brady. He's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
first and 10. Here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Brady on third down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Brady. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. Now Wilson. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Jackson. It's a pickup of 6. brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Jets 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Kenny Golladay. Incomplete. He was
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Brady. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Brady. Open man is Golladay, complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Lindsey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Brady going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Brady's pass.
The spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Wilson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, here's Breida. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vita Vea gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Brady to throw again. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Incomplete. Sets up fourth.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.